think we're good. Hopefully. Oh my god, it's been a minute. Hopefully. I need... Okay. Okay. We good, I think. Maybe. Are we? We are. Okay. Quadruple checking. Good. I do not remember where we left off. I've been very busy. Mr. Wright? What? Are triumphs always like this with you? You wouldn't believe it. You wouldn't believe me if I tell you. Like you're swimming up from the bottom of a lake, about to reach the surface, but no matter how hard you paddle, you never seem to get there. Pretty much. See? Greetings, Edgar. Totally didn't disappear for a week. Don't know what you're talking about. Except today, we're swimming in quicksand. So what happened to your sister anyway? Apparently she got called off to the judge's chambers. Probably something to do with that piece of cloth. So, this is where we turn this trial around, right? Our only weapon, a tiny, insignificant piece of cloth. I'm the one who's starting to feel tiny and insignificant, to tell the truth. He is my soul animal. No, not this guy. They say you show a red cloth to a bull, it'll fire up its temper. That's what they told me when I was a youngin', at least. Officer Marshall! Thought I'd come take a look, see the fuck? Thought I'd take a look-see at how the trial's going. Looks like I'm late. They've got the home ranch locked down tighter than a fort in enemy territory. That hard to slip out, huh? What is going on over there anyway? All the police I've seen these last 2 days have been really on edge. Except for Detective Gumshoe. Well, he was, but like, listen. Not much going on in that head. Don't you get enough on your plate without worrying about other people, compadre? You should be worrying about the chief prosecutor. He said prosecutor! What the hell? He's not supposed to do that. You could be worrying about the chief prosecutor's taste in mufflers, for example. Officer Marshall? The whole muffler thing didn't have anything to do with scarves. She wasn't even wearing a scarf. You don't say. Now don't that just beat all. I've seen the red breeze blow at her slender neck many a time. I saw it that day too. She was wearing a red muffler. Shouldn't you like tell that to the police or something? I don't know. Well, okay, not the police, but like, I don't know, to the court? I feel like that's a little important. At the awards ceremony that afternoon, the Hedgeworth's seen it too, I'd reckon. What's that mean? What do you think that means, Nick? In the photograph taken at the crime scene, she wasn't wearing a scarf. She took it off. Just let me send emotes in peace, Twitch. What are you doing? What are you doing that's making Twitch come after you? So, Mistar wasn't mistaken. Well, it's about time. Remember, partner, sometimes you gotta grab the bull by the horns. And sometimes you just gotta let that bull go where it will. Time will tell. I have a bad feeling about this. Me too, Nick. So, what are we swimming in now, Mr. Right? If it's steak sauce, I can hook you up with some fine ribs. I want some steak. But no, alas. Only poor food for me this week and the next. I'd like to resume? What's up? The judge keeps looking over at the prosecution. Oh. Is something wrong, Mr. Edgeworth? Your face is blue, your lips are purple, you're sweating bullets. That furrowed brow, those grinding teeth, those watery eyes. What's more, your eyes are unfocused. You're tumbled over. Your back is bent. It can't be. This can't happen. Someone... You know, I was gonna make a sex joke, but, like, Nick is on the other side of the room, so it can't be. My bad. What even happened to Mr. Edgeworth? Well then, I believe it's time we continued on with this trial. During our recess, I had requested that the prosecution conduct an investigation. This is unacceptable! It seems our prosecutor is quite beside himself. Excuse me. Knock knock? Who's there? Oh, what the fuck is that? Who is this? Where did he come from? A strange, stuffy aura seems to be filling the courtroom. Where'd you come from? Hey! The temperature rose 5.7 degrees when that man came in. Who on earth is he? That's what I was saying. Ah, it's you. Who? Who is he? Oh! Sorry I'm late. The roads were packed. It's just me. Long time no see. I have no idea how to pronounce that. Long time no see, eh? How you been? Swim much these days? Hello. No, I've been so busy. Busy. My boy, you have to make time to relax. Yes, indeed. Seems to... Yuji? Question mark? Seems to be his nickname for the judge. I am afraid you're right. Very afraid. Sorry, but who are you? Oh, so you're Rhino, the attorney. I've heard good things about you, son. Thanks? So sorry about our little Worthy giving you all the trouble, eh? You know, we should all go swimming together sometime. Jolly. Little Worthy? Have you... Listen. You know what? Maybe I should start calling him that. Mr. Wright. You don't know the district chief of police? Nope. Chief of police? He's the top-ranking police officer in the entire district. Stop looking at me with your autistic eyes. Is that pronounced gaunt? Question mark? The name's cunt. Damen? I'm trying, I swear. Pleased to meet you, everyone. So, to what do we owe this honor today? It's been over 2 years since you last came to this courtroom, hasn't it? Well, it's worthy here. Look at this poor fella. He's gone through it, listen. I just thought I'd help out by bringing this. Hey, that's my sister's muffler. So Miss Star wasn't just seeing things. When the crime occurred, this guy really was wearing that muffler. But to think that it was stuffed into that exhaust pipe. On little Worthy's car, no less. Yep, yeah, we covered that. I pretty much... It's really quite embarrassing, even for us. What's this? It's what you'd call a switchblade knife. Quite perplexing, miss. Chief, what kind of outfit are you running? Mr. Edgeworth, how could they miss such a vital piece of evidence? If your investigators are this lax, how do you expect us to do our job? Oh, wait a minute, Worthy. I've no desire to hear your excuses. I'm telling you to wait. Or didn't you hear me? Oh god, he killed her. He killed him, didn't he? I'm calling it. Have a look at this document where it says, person in charge of investigation. There's no mistaking that signature, is there? Miles Edgeworth. Excuse me? That's not fair. It's not fair. On the day of the crime, your head in the clouds because you got that reward. I know how you feel. He definitely did it. He definitely did it. He definitely did it. He definitely did it. I don't know how I can, like, properly explain my thought process, but, like, listen. Okay, he killed the guy for whatever reason. Wait, okay, he killed the guy for whatever reason. Not in order, may I specify. And he was planning on killing that guy, obviously. Well, not obviously, but like, for this theory, obviously. So, he, like, gave Edgeworth the award so that, like, his mind would be elsewhere, I guess. And then proceeded to frame him. And then, he's in charge of the investigation, and evidence is not sufficiently supplied, thus making it seem as if he's hiding the evidence. I mean, not that it has to be specifically this guy who did it, but, like, I don't know. Obviously it's someone in the force. But you're the person in charge. I'll expect a written apology. What? Are you serious? Don't be too upset. We'll find a way to clean up this mess that you made. This is the first time I've seen Mr. Edgeworth at a loss for words. This kind of major blunder is unlike you, Mr. Edgeworth, because the person who did it probably took away the scarf for some reason, and then put it back there. court accepts this new evidence. But I'd like to ask the defense a favor first. Yes? Just to be sure, I'd like to take a look at the blade of this knife. The blade, Your Honor? Oh, I don't see why not. Could you open it up for me, I wonder? Yes, well, I think all you have to do is push that switch, and... If I cut my finger, Mr. Wright, I wouldn't be able to pound my gavel anymore. Yeah, but if I cut my finger, I wouldn't be able to point it at people anymore. This is great. I love this. Come on, just hurry up and open it. God damn it. I'm not allowed to do anything in this game anymore, man. There's a small tag on this knife. It seems to say SL92. What does that mean? Well, I've heard something similar. DL6 of DL6 incident fame. Of DL6 fame. But it's strange. What is? I'm not certain, but I get the feeling I've seen this somewhere before. Letters like this, or letters that look a lot like this, somehow. Yeah, because your sister, she do the thing, she do the job. Ah, don't scare me like that! I'm the one who's scared! Look at this knife blade. The tip is broken off. This dark red stain. Blood? Why is it broken off? Switchblade, knife added to the court record. This does not excuse the actions of the police department. I would like to hear an explanation from the chief of police himself. I'm terribly sorry, but could I ask you to testify for us? About the split between the prosecutors and the police. And this knife. Sure thing. Not a problem, not even a little one, really. This knife is special, but I can't say how here. Unless there's evidence to prove a connection between this knife and Goodman. That was a bad day for the department. They weren't in any shape to do an investigation. Womp womp. A detective was killed at the police department, see? What a mess. The time of the crime? 5:15. Scary coincidence, eh? It's not officially linked to this case, so I can't talk much about it. There was a murder at the police department? A detective? That's hush-hush information, Uji. We haven't exactly announced that yet. Wait a second. You said 5:15. That's the exact time that Detective Goodman was killed at the prosecutor's office. Crazy. Anyway, we at the department were all flustered, as you might well assume. We're in the middle of a top secret investigation. Don't tell anyone, okay? He says, in a courtroom filled of people. I think we understand the police department situation. Well, Mr. Wright? Detectives killed at the same time in 2 different places. Chances of that are really slim. Scientifically speaking, of course. I'd like to exercise my right to cross-examine the witness. Keep your questions focused on the case at hand. Knife is special, but I can't say how here. How is it special? Excuse me. Special? Mm-hmm. Hard to come by this particular knife anywhere else. Might that special thing be this tag? Oh, sorry, Righto, but I can't say that now. Not that. We've established that the knife in Goodman's chest was this knife. Now, why was there another knife at the scene of the crime? That's quite a mystery. And like a mystery, it's wrapped in something. A muffler. I get vibes from him and I can't figure out what. It's like, I don't know. Kind of reminds me of a Danganronpa character for some reason. Like not in the way that he's written like a Danganronpa character, but like in the way that he reminds me of a specific character, but I can't figure out who. I don't know what I'm talking about. Unless there's evidence to prove a connection between this knife and Goodman. It was on the scene of the crime. What do you... See, this is what... This knife was found on the scene of our crime. I think that makes it connected to the case, don't you? See, there's a lot of things that go on at the department I can't explain. It's delicate, okay? Sorry, Righto. Maybe there's something about the knife that will give us a clue. Let's examine that knife while we can, Righto. I think perhaps the pieces are falling into... Wait. Wait. Is this... Oh my god, it's upside down, it's upside down, it's upside down, it's upside down. It's... Guys, they did the thing! They did the thing! Should try presenting the piece of evidence that had me stumped all this time. So how are things down at the department? Can I? It's upside down. It's up. Womp womp. Goodbye. Anyway. Hi, Dobby. What you doing? I do it. Hi, kitty. What you doing? There you go. Anywho. Wait a second. At last, an honest-to-goodness objection. This knife. This has to have something to do with Detective Goodman. What do you mean? The what? What do you want from me? Use your brain. If I can figure it out, I think anyone else can figure it out, okay? I'm not exactly the brightest. In honest to goodness, what do you mean from Uchi? Do not. This is great! Look at the tag on this knife. It reads SL92. And this is important. Why? Over here we also have a memo that was on the body of the victim. What's this? 6 minus 7s. 12/2? This guy's stupid. Your Honor, it's upside down. The printed name on the memo makes it look like it's right side up. But turn it around and what do you get? Whoever wrote this note was holding the paper upside down. cell 9. It's the same thing that's written on the knife's tag. Oh well. I guess the cat's out of the bag. You win, righto. I win? Ah, This knife was evidence in a case. It was stolen from the department's evidence room. That was a bad day for the apartment. We weren't in— okay. Oh, wrong thing. So this knife— what are you doing? One moment. Okay, never mind. He's just being strange. So this knife was stolen? Yes, but on the day of the murder. It was evidence, you say? Was it, in fact, a murder weapon? Nice, nice, nice. Good show, little worthy. It was a murder weapon, as it happens. It was evidence from a case long since solved. So this knife was stolen on the day of the murder. Well, at least the stuff he's knocking over isn't important. And it was found in the exhaust pipe of Edgeworth's car. I don't think there isn't a connection there. Something happened in the police department too, huh? Got a good look in your eyes there, Righto, my boy. Sharp. Hungry. I sure do wish this cat would stop playing with things that make noise. One moment. Anywho. So, something did happen. And why wasn't I informed? Why weren't you informed? Well, why didn't you ask? No matter. I understand. You were busy with Lana's case and all. Well, what happened? What happened at the police department that day? On the same day that a detective was killed in the prosecutor's parking lot, another detective was killed at the police department? That's a fact. Surprising, isn't it, Yuji? I'm at a loss for words. And the perpetrator? Do you have a suspect? Well, there was a suspect. Just arrested them, in fact. Just arrested. That was quick. But there's still a lot of unanswered questions. Maybe you could help, Righto. I suppose I could help. If you help me by giving me data on your case. Oh, good one. This kid's sharp. Okay, here's the deal. I'll tell you one thing and one thing only. Okay, well we already know when. And we kind of... like, we have an idea of where. So, how? Well, how was the detective killed? How was he killed? No, that's the interesting part. It was what we in the force call a stabbing with a knife. A knife? Yes, Nick. You know. That's exactly the same as Detective Goodman. That's the spirit. We're cooking now. But, you know, that's not the only thing that was exactly the same. What do you mean? There were more similarities between the two cases than the cause of death. Seems like I'm going to have to press this a little bit harder. Five... 5:15? But that's when Detective Goodman was killed in prosecutor's office. Funny, isn't it? A murder at the prosecutor's place and a murder at our place at the very same time. What are the chances? I sure do hope this wasn't organized. It's just my gut feeling, but I'd say there's a 0.001% chance of that happening. Chief Gaunt, please tell us more about the incident. How can you say there's no connection? How? Because I'm the chief of police. I can't just say anything I please, Righto. You understand. Try to understand, Righto. Well, if you can prove there is a connection, more power to you. Maybe there is something that ties the two murders together. This guy's stupid. Killed at 5:15, one at the prosecutor's office, and one at the police department. That can't be a coincidence. And that knife. What's it doing there? I'd better check this knife out. What is it that I must check? Well, literally the only thing I can check. .5-inch knife. That's a 4-inch. That's it's a little shorter than Edgeworth's knife, but it's also broken. Let's do this again. Okay, maybe he doesn't remind me specifically of a Danganronpa character, but he reminds me of something. It's bothering me. So, tell me, where was the victim found? Well, I can't speak on where the corpse was found, but I can say the crime took place in the evidence room at the police department. Evidence room? Oh, wait a second. I have heard of that. The evidence room? Didn't he mention that in his testimony just now? You seem happy, Mr. Wright. Happy? We just got handed our ticket to go down on this case. The link between the two cases established, we finally have some leverage. Now we can get Gaunt to testify about the details. Oops. Oh, shit. There goes my headphone. Singular. Going in with the other one. The defense's position is simply this. The connection between these two cases has already been proven. You don't say. Well, out with it, Righto. What's your connection? The connection is a place mentioned in the testimony we just heard. The knife found in the lot was stolen from the police department's evidence room. Not to mention the victim had on him the case number on the knife's evidence tag. And we also know the detective murdered at the police department was killed in that very same evidence room. There do seem to be too many connections for it to be coincidence. It's like the rule of threes. One coincidence is a coincidence. 2 coincidences can still be a coincidence, but 3 coincidences can't be a coincidence. You two make a good pair. See, that's what I'm saying! It took my men 2 days to find out what you deduced right there. Chief, I request that you release your information on the victim at the police department. See, that's the tricky part. It hasn't been announced yet and all. Can we get the information unofficially? Sure, why not? It's unofficial after all. What? Really? Who would have guessed? I'll cooperate, but I can't. But I can't reveal the name of the victim at the department, okay? If you're going to tell us a little, why not tell us everything? Well, case information is sticky stuff. You have to do everything properly. Oh well, I might as well try to get what I can out of him. Why would the victim's gender matter? I don't know, maybe it would, but... I don't know, strange thing to ask. Right off the bat, I mean. But whatever. Okay, well, what division was the victim stationed in? Oh, you want to know that, do you? Criminal Affairs, Division 1. The detectives responsible for homicide cases. Homicide. That would be the same division as Detective Gumshoe. No! You're not saying! Detective Goodman, who was killed in the underground parking lot, was homicide too. It's almost like a serial killer was after homicide detectives. I mean, solid strategy, I guess. No one can catch you if there's no one to investigate you, I guess. Except the serial killing happened simultaneously, scientifically speaking. Well, I sure hope Detective Gumshoe isn't next on the list. 2 detectives were killed at 5:15. One at the prosecutor's office and one at the police. That can't be a coincidence. Hi, the doll babe. Okay. How about you tell me the victim's ID number? Sure, why not? It's not like you'll be able to tell who it is from that. Of course not. You don't tell me their name, after all. We keep a tight lid on ID numbers, so don't go getting your hopes up. The number is... oh dear. 5842189. Well, that's quite long. And we have to remember these. It drives me nuts. 8, 2... I can't do it. I didn't even get the first number right. Well, Mr. Wright, does this tell you anything? The ID number of the victim at the police department. If this game's taught me anything, it's that I need to bluff through everything. Wait. Wait. What? What? That's not... wait. Actually, it does, Your Honor. It does. I think. Meaning? It has to be what I think it is. But what does this mean? Well, let's hear what the defense has to say. You say the ID number of the detective who was murdered at the police department tells you something. What does it tell you? Witness. What is it? You're grinning like a schoolgirl on prom night. No, it's just, I got confused. And this is news? Huh? Just come out with both guns blazing, like you always do. They are so in love. The police department, the prosecutor's office. 2 places, 2 detectives murdered at one time. Actually, I happen to have a police ID number here. Oh, is it yours? No, Your Honor. I'm a defense attorney, remember? This is the ID number of our victim, Detective Goodman. Shame on you, Righto. Personal IDs are top secret. Detective Goodman's ID number is 5842189. And? This means what exactly? Huh? Wait, that ID number we heard from the chief earlier. That started with 82. I've forgotten. You didn't even get the first number right. Again! The number the chief of police gave us was 5842189. No. Wait a second, right. What does this mean? That's what I want to know. The 2 ID numbers are identical. In other words, the detective killed in the police department's evidence room was Bruce Goodman. What does our witness think about that? Sharp as a tack, Righto. Sharp as a tack. But wait, Detective Goodman is our victim! This is our case! He was killed at 5:15 in the underground parking lot. Yet, Detective Bruce Goodman was also killed at the police department, in the evidence room at the exact same time. That's impossible! So what we're saying is, the same person was killed at the same time? And in a completely different location? No, what I want to know is, why didn't I hear about this? Yes, it's top secret, fine. But I'm the prosecutor in charge of the case. Now, just wait a second, Worthy. No need to get all flustered. Your Honor, the police department has made a grave error in this case. Wait. I said, wait. Or didn't you hear me? The oversight. A grave error? Mr. Edgeworth, they're yours. Womp womp! Sure, he's in charge of it, but like, he can't control- he doesn't actually control the people. What? How dare- We informed you yesterday. I believe it was our Officer Meekins who brought you the news. Officer Meekins? Mr. Wright, where have we heard that name before? It was the guy. Wait! The stupid looking guy. Yeah. You don't mean him? According to Meekins, you didn't accept the report. Hard to believe. But your officer, he told me. He said that report had nothing to do with the Lana Sky incident. Detective Bruce Goodman murdered in the police department evidence room. Mr. Edgeworth, the victim's name is written right on top of the report. Why didn't your officer tell me? Honestly, I'm not sure if that officer was capable of making the connection. He did seem challenged. You can't say that. In any case, this is a serious error, a gross negligence of duty on your part, Worthy. But sir, you could have submitted that report this morning to the court as evidence. Then Someone kill this guy. No such luck this time, Worthy. Or should I say, unworthy? See? Told you. It has to be this guy. What? Now what was the second rule of evidence law, Oh wait, no, he's framing him because he doesn't want it on the police department's reputation. Why would it be on their reputation? I have no idea, but like, I don't know. Maybe I forgot something. Still, he doesn't want a murderer on the reputation. Why would making him a murderer a third time make this any better? I don't know, but like... Well, Mr. Wright? Huh? Oh, well, it's a... Rule 2. Unregistered evidence presented must be relevant to the case on trial. And how is this rule relevant? Normally, you submit a list of evidence to be used in court before the trial. This report wasn't on that list. So, what does this mean? I couldn't submit this evidence until a connection was proven in court. The connection was just proven by Rhino over here. Good job, Rhino, my boy! Or, he's jealous that he got the award for some reason. No. No! Crazy. It seems we have come to the end of this trial. I know you're going through a tough time, Worthy, with all those rumors. You were even in the defense chair just this past December. I apologize for this terrible lack of due diligence on my part. Please, just give me one day. I'll get to the bottom of what happened. It's the last thing I do. You better get results this time. Really. You have my profound apologies, sir. Poor Mr. Edgeworth. That's what I'm saying, man. Why is he getting bullied in this game? I don't think there's ever been an error in this series in the history of this court. I will grant one further day as the prosecution has requested. Will that be sufficient, Mr. Edgeworth? Yes, Your Honor. Thank you. Whatever your punishment for this is, for your sake, I hope it's not decisive. They're like... This game should be renamed just Bullying Edgeworth Simulator. That joke hasn't been made before, right? Mr. Wright, so... What's going on with the case anyway? I am a little confused. Huh? Well, let's see. What is going on? The victim, Detective Bruce Goodman, was stabbed to death after 5 p.m. on the 21st. He died in the prosecutor's parking lot and police department's evidence room. What's this "in the evidence room" part? The prosecutor's office and the police department are 30 minutes apart by car. Well, that's what we're going to find out. Or try to, at least. Alright, let's do it. She's in good spirits, but I'm not sure she's going to be much help with this. Don't be so sure, Mr. Wright. Huh? Look, we're in this together, right? I'll prove that these thick-rimmed glasses of mine aren't just for show. Let's go. Science awaits us. You know, I really don't think we should worry about the police department murder. There wasn't even a body found there. Who cares? Yeah, it was only our victim who was killed in their evidence room. No biggie. Besides, my sister would never do such a thing. I know it. My sister, erasing evidence at the crime scene? Never. Even though she says they don't get along, Mama really likes her sister. It's not it at all. It's just, we're both professionals at what we do, and I trust her. Big words for a high school student. Well, whether there was blood on the floor or not, the water in that oil... Wait, oh shit, wrong person. The water in that oil drum washed it all away. Ignore the strength of my signs at your own peril, Mr. Wright. Huh? What's that grim for? The situation calls for one thing, and that is... Luminol testing fluid. Luminol? Nick, you work in murder cases. I think you should know what that is. Blood is sticky stuff, you know. You can't just wash it away with a little water. Even if you can't see it, it's still there. But wouldn't the police have already done those tests? Never trust anyone's eyes but your own, Mr. Wright. Just give it a try. Yeah, I think never trust anyone but your own eyes has been proven quite diligently in this case. Me? Why do I have to do it? I'm a minor. I can't even drink yet. We're testing blood stains with this stuff, not drinking it. Here, look. I'll lend you these glasses. Huh? You had an extra pair of those things? To test for blood reaction, just spray the lemon oil on it.
Like this, see? Press enter to straight on. Okay, let's find some bloodstains.
I can see her eyes shining behind those glasses. So, is this a bloodstain?
It's so...
Emma, you're shaking.
This is my first time seeing real blood.
Scientific investigation in action.
Okay, well, we definitely know that this is a bloodstain. But doesn't something strike you odd? Scientifically speaking, of course.
What's odd about this, scientifically? The perpetrator and Detective Goodman fought here, right? Don't you think there'd be a little more blood?
I definitely think so. I mean, look at all the blood on the sole of the victim's shoe.
It is pretty strange. If they fought here, there'd have been more blood than this. Okay. I've had a revelation! Maybe. I don't know. But I've had a revelation. He was killed. Goodman was killed at the police room. At the police station. Then... yeah. Then... they stuffed him in Edgeworth's car. And somehow he didn't find out. But, like... and then...
such a good kitty.
And then Edgeworth drived back, not knowing that there was a body in there. And then her sister found the body.
Such a cutie. You're a cutie.
I don't think he likes me. Yep.
Hey, Mr. Wright. I'm gonna mark up the floor plans when we find a bloodstain, okay? See, I'm pretty handy to have around, right?
Yeah. And this stuff's pretty handy, too.
I saved up my allowance to buy that. We can't be sure that the police will reveal all their evidence in court. Sometimes they fail to mention evidence that doesn't fit with their view of this case.
Of the case. Then let's drag that hidden evidence out into the light of day.
Yeah. Looks like we're really investigating a crime now, doesn't it?
Guess I should give this a spray on anything suspicious. I wonder how that fluid of yours would react to a nice deli box.
Miss Starr! You only trust your own eyes, hmm? Not bad, you two.
This day-old deli box is on the house. Sorry, it's just that kind of lead in... that kind of lead-in doesn't really get my mouth water. What? I've never seen anyone say that. You certainly put me in a tight spot today. My apologies, Miss Starr, but...
No, it's okay. It was my fault. Oh, we know. I witnessed everything from that security room right there.
But I was afraid that wouldn't sound convincing enough, you see. I was wrong to think that. I'm sorry.
Sorry? You lied on the witness stand. It's unforgivable.
Little girl, don't forget what's important here. Even if the place I witnessed the events from was different, I still saw what I saw. I saw Chief Prosecutor Sky stab a man in cold blood, and that testimony still stands. Okay, but like, What if she's like screaming? What if she's screaming in alarm because the guy's like because because the guy's in there. She found the guy, and then like she pulled the knife out. I don't know. Granted, there's no blood on it in that shot, but like this is from the other girl's perspective. I swear it on my honor as a detective. She stabbed Goodman. I know this photograph has something important to tell us, but what? Oh, that's a photograph? Whoops. My bad.
So, you were a detective? You were a detective, weren't you, Miss Starr?
Yes, it was a long time ago. Well, 2 years ago. No matter how hardened the criminal, when they faced me, they coughed it up. Coughed it up? They confessed. They babbled like babies.
You know,
I may seem like a demon sometimes, but I can be an angel too. I wouldn't doubt it. Every day, I dragged the dirt out of the mouths of a suspect after suspect. And before long, they called me the cough-up queen.
oh, and here I thought someone had gotten food poisoning from your lunches.
And you were let go? Or fired? It's all because of that case. This SL9 incident. SL9? Wait, she doesn't mean... what do you think about this? The SL9 incident. It's written on that knife. And on that note. Goodman. Goodman was the head detective on that case, you know.
Really?
That knife was evidence from that case. The murder weapon. It was due for transferal the very day that Goodman was killed. As I suspected. SL9 isn't over. Not yet. You think you could tell us more about the SL9 incident? No? Okay. I had one of those up until 2 years ago.
Back when you were the cough-up queen, right?
We found this ID card here in this parking lot.
Well, there's no mistaking it. It's definitely Goodman's.
But it's the same ID as the man who was killed at the police department. That's impossible. I wish I could be so sure. She wrote her name on it. That's so cute. Someone used a marker to write their name on this. Emma Sky. Don't tell me you bring this with you everywhere you go. Well, you never know where something might go down. What kind of world do you think we live in? Solid reasoning. No, no. I don't know what else she would react to. Damn. Anywho. Looks like Miss Guy is in questioning.
I hope the detectives aren't yelling at her. How would you kill him in 2 places at the same time? Can you imagine? How's she supposed to answer that?
Wait a second. Didn't Mr. Gaunt say that they arrested a suspect in the police department murder?
Let's come back later.
Okay. Whatever you say. Wow, everyone looks deadly serious here.
Well, there was some vicious murder of the detective down at the police department.
Yes, but the same detective was also killed at the same time in the prosecutor's lot.
My head hurts.
Well, first things first, let's go check out the police department crime scene.
Yes, you sound dead set on investigating. But don't mess it up, or we could wind up dead.
I doubt anyone wants more mysteries or dead bodies around here right now. But it doesn't look like anyone's gonna help us much either. We can't just go there? Okay. Oh, shit. It's even busier here than it was yesterday.
The detectives are running around so fast they're blurring.
I suppose it makes sense. A detective did get killed here after all.
So the evidence room. The scene of the crime. According to the pamphlet we got at the front desk, here it is.
She's like a kid at an amusement park.
Ooh, a real crime scene. Let's go take a look.
I love her so dearly. Ugh. What's with the decor in this place? It's very eccentric. I wonder who it could belong to.
According to the pamphlet, this is the guard station for the evidence room.
So beyond that door is the evidence room. The scene of the crime?
Sure seems that way. Oh. Oh.
What's wrong?
It's those cacti. They're so prickly. So imposing. It's hard to think straight.
If you can't handle the cacti, stay out of the desert. What I want to know is, if this is a guard station, where's the guard?
I have a feeling I know who he is already.
Gee, I wonder. It looks like there's a video feed from the evidence room here.
There's a light blinking below the monitor. It says recording. I bet we can use this computer to check on who went in and out of here. Sure are prickly. Must be a real deal.
I would think just one big one would be sufficient.
These cacti are a lot like my sister, actually.
How so? Me too.
Encased in a cold, rigid shell, Those spines pointing in every direction. Just like her.
I'm not so sure I see the resemblance. Nick, you're ruining the moment.
It's more an attitude thing than a physical similarity.
Nick, you're so bad at comforting people.
The security guard uniform hang.
Sorry.
The security guard uniform hanging here.
Looks like a costume. More like a costume than a uniform, honestly.
Leather jacket, leather pants, leather... What was that called again?
Is this... It's a poncho, but I think I'll keep that information to myself for the time being.
This swinging door makes the place look like some kind of saloon.
But look, it's now shut. Can't get in that way.
Of course not. You went in through here. The cactus would fall over.
I'd say it'd be more of a yarg myself.
What?
Texas? Why is it? What's that doing there?
Look, on the floor, a lasso.
Looks like it's set up to trap something.
A trap? Here? Wait, I know. Maybe it's someone was trying to catch a wild bull in here. But the lasso missed.
Sure have an active imagination. The evidence room is beyond that door.
Let's just walk in.
It won't open. You thought it'd be open? I think we need someone's permission to go in there first. Damn. Well, you know what I think? Damn. Wait. Okay. Why don't we just use... Can we use this? Please! Can't we just do this very illegal thing? Damn it. Y'all love the ASMR.
Sigh.
Don't know what I'm supposed to do here. Think about it. I could have taken that picture from the guard room. But even I get flustered sometimes. So you went straight to the scene of the crime? I rushed towards the chain link fence in an effort to stop the murder. That's when I took this photo, yes. In other words, 5 minutes after the crime? Those 5 minutes are the whole problem. The hole in my testimony, as it were. 5 minutes weren't the problem, Miss Star. You running was the problem. Listen, little girl. I've had my testimony disregarded before, and I wasn't going to have it disregarded again. Just like that time. Please, please, finally! That incident really opened up my eyes to the truth. We're nothing to them. Disposable. Disposable? To who? Emma, please, keep up. 2 years ago, it was the biggest case I'd ever handled. The police and the prosecutors were desperate for decisive evidence. So, they didn't solve it? On the contrary, it was solved quite cleanly. The criminal was caught and executed. Executed? Yes, Nick, executed. Yes. The criminal got what was coming to him. Doesn't get any cleaner than that. The only problem was, they never did find decisive evidence. Not a shred. What? But the criminal was executed, right? On the basis of evidence, of a sort. Made up evidence. What? You mean they executed someone with fabricated evidence? The best part came several months after the trial. Every detective involved with the case was dealt with. Some were demoted to patrolmen, others found themselves out of a job. And you were one of those? And Marshall was in that flashback, I think. So, that would explain why he's a patrolman now, I guess. Myself and one other person you know well. Exactly. Detective Jake Marshall. Oops. I mean, Police Department Security Detail Officer Jake Marshall. As professional detectives, we investigate that case from every angle. Jake was particularly determined. And then, it was over, and he was demoted. However, he hasn't forgotten, and neither have I. Haven't forgotten SL9? There was another side to that case, a hidden side. That's what we're after now. And no one up in their fancy offices can stop us. Wait, those lunches you sell. There's only one reason I come to sell lunches in this accursed office. I come here to meet old friends. Boyfriends that can help me investigate. Miss Star's old boyfriends. How many does she have anyway? Just when all the detectives on SL9 have disappeared, we find new evidence. There has to be a connection. So, Rookie. It seems like you're serious about investigating this case. Yes. Then you should take this. Salisbury steak lunch? I know a certain guy who might help you if you tempt him with this treat. Marshall! Detective Marshall!
Miss Starr? Officer Marshall, is he are you going out? Why do you want to know? I was just wondering what happened to him. A long time ago, when he was helping my sister do cases, he was so nice. He got along so well with my sister, it made me jealous. And he was nice to me too back then.
This would be when Officer Marshall was a detective.
But now he's so cold.
Jake and I are merely cooperating on this investigation. We're putting the past to rest, as it were. Nothing more than that.
I see. Thank you.
Officer Jake Marshall. And now we go here. This place is charged with frantic energy, as always. Please!
Wasn't that...
One steak left! Oh, it's you. Detective Gumshoe. Now's no time for chit-chat, pal. I'm a busy man. What I really need is a steak lunch from Lunchland.
Oh, you mean one of these? Actually, it's not for sale.
Emma, no. Emma, no. No, 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 no. He's gonna gobble it up like a dog. I think I just heard the sound of his heart breaking. Now's no time for despair. You've caught our criminal. Now we just need evidence. The criminal? You mean... You heard about the stabbing in the police department evidence room, right, pal? It's the biggest scandal to hit the station in ages. Everything's topsy-turvy. But Detective Gumshoe, who was it? Listen, pal, all I know is I need me a steak lunch pronto. Standing around here talking isn't gonna fill my belly. Okay.
Wait, don't leave.
If you want to know more, head on to the detention center, pal. Questioning should be over, so I figure he's down there having a good cry. Later.
Ran off to the evidence room.
Well, this investigation is off to a run start. I imagine it's the chief of the police. Crazy.
Still, I do feel better about things. A little. I mean, they got the person who stabbed Detective Goodman, didn't they?
Oh, yeah, I guess they did. Best to not go too far down that road right now. Things will just get confusing. Excuse me?
What was that?
Sir, that's what I'm saying. Me, a perpetrator? I'd say I was the perpetrator against sir. That's what I'd say. Oh my god, it's Officer Meekins. Oh my god. Hi, greetings, sir.
Wait, I know who you are. Officer Meekins! So you're a guard here at the detention center?
Emma, please. Please. No, sir, I'm not, sir. I'm a little lost patrolman, like a little lost lamb, sir.
Oh, I get it. You're here to deliver a report?
No, wait. The chief guy is also gonna frame this guy as punishment for not forcing Edgeworth to look at the thing. I don't know. Wait, no, that wouldn't line up with my other theory, though. Well. No, sir, how would I say this? Wait, he isn't... Is he? And, oh my god, his hand's bandaged. His hand's bandaged. Just like, Lana. You, Officer Meekins, you didn't... Did you? Well, this is an unexpected turn of events. Sir, I'm a patrolman with general affairs, sir. I can hear you just fine. I had some business that day, sir, and so I went to the evidence room, sir. The guard station in front of the room was empty, sir.
So normally there's a guard at the evidence room.
That's right, sir, because evidence is kept in the evidence room, sir. Now, the security officer was none other than Officer Marshall. Marshall? Or maybe... But my original theory was... Wait. I don't know. It just seems so obvious that it would be Marshall. Or Angel. Or both. Then, sir, I happened to glance at the security room monitor. That's when I saw him, sir. A suspicious person in the evidence room. A suspicious person, sir! A suspicious person! What the heck is this guy doing? He's just a little special, don't worry about him.
So what happened then?
After that, sir, everything went white. I saw red. I blacked out. And when I came to, I was here, in the detention center. How long were you out? Days?
Well, might I ask, what happened to your hand?
Is it brainwashing? Sir, there was no one to bandage me, sir. So I did what I could to wrap it up, sir. Bandage on his hand. Just like Miss Sky. Is it like hypnosis? Question mark?
Yet another similarity between this case and the one at the prosecutor's office.
First things first, tell us how you hurt your hand. I don't mean to pry, but you are the perpetrator, correct? You killed Detective Bruce Goodman in the evidence room, right? Sir. Please don't look at me with those sad puppy dog eyes, sir. If you have to label me as a perpetrator or victim, sir, then label me victim. I would, but you happen to be in detention, and alive and well at that. Yes, well, that's true, sir. I suppose you could say that. Do you know the victim, Detective Goodman? Well, sir, if I had to label him as a stranger or a total stranger, then I'd say he leans heavily on the total stranger side. So you didn't know him. Sir, I work in a tiny department devoid of light or other creature comforts. I don't know any detectives.
So, if he was a total stranger, why did you stab him?
Sir, I had no intention of killing him, sir. None. Nor do I have any recollection of killing him, sir. At least someone around here is more confused than I am. About your hand, did that happen during the course of the crime? Well, you see, sir, Oops.
Don't you think you should confess?
But sir, but there was nothing I could do. Nothing you could do? Sir, to tell the truth, sir, when it happened, when the detective pointed that knife at me, I just hollered, sir. And the next thing I knew, I was unconscious. Next thing you knew, you were... Then, when I opened my eyes, I was alone in the evidence room, sir. All alone. Alone because Detective Goodman had disappeared. Maybe the chief, like, hypnotized Goodman. And, like, for him to, like, I don't know, frame everyone? Question mark? And everyone else was hypnotized too? I genuinely have no idea what's going on. Then when I looked down, I was gushing blood from my hand, sir. Oh, the shock. Oh, the sorrow, sir. Can you imagine how I felt? The victim's body disappeared? That's some story. Officer Meekins, this is for you. I'm scared of knives, sir. It's okay, I just wanted you to take it. That's it, sir. Last night, sir. That's the one. I was an apple, sir. in my dream, sir, and I was being peeled.
On second thought, you don't have to look at the knife. He's overreacting to the knife, but I guess he's been through a lot.
Okay. Like a special kind of man to pass the buck to Edward. Crazy. Officer Meakin, could you take a look at this? Okay. I love the little colon 3 face he does. I don't think I called it. I didn't get enough time to say it last time, but I think he is, so I didn't get enough time with him last time to really say anything, but like, he's a cutie. He's a little guy. Where the fuck am I supposed to go? Okay. Whoop. Okay.
Oh, this place is as classy today as it was yesterday.
Oh my god, kitten! Welcome! Again. I'm sure it'll still not be just as classy tomorrow, Emma. Incidentally, Edgeworth's not here.
I'm sure he's off doing important investigations.
Hope that's not what he's doing. I guess we'll have to come back. However, we can... Oh my god. I knew it!
What? Looks like some blood has dripped down here.
Judging by the amount, my guess is it's from a nosebleed.
Nosebleed, hmm? Maybe in his wrath, Mr. Edgeworth slapped someone on their incompetence.
Why does Detective Gumshoe's face come to mind? I'm up now and ready for violence. So real. Is that really it? Damn. So I don't... No, okay. I swear this gameplay loop should be so much easier than what I feel like it is. Oop.
Do you think you could take a look at this?
Hey! That's it, sir. That's it! That's it!
That's what?
My head was a blank until this very moment. But sir, now I remember. I remember, sir. See, it's just like hypnotization. It's like... See, I read up on this before. How accurate is this information? I have no idea. But like... people in a hypnotized state will like... It depends, really, but generally they'll have trouble remembering what happened during that time unless you bring up some kind of specific trigger. Again, don't know how correct or incorrect this information is. You mean you remember what happened? card was the cause of it all.
This ID card?
Exactly, sir. That's exactly it. Nothing could be more exact, sir. Nothing. But a pry into this one a little deeper. Can you tell me what it is you do remember? Well, sir, you might say I'm a lost little patrolman, but... I didn't know Mr. Detective Goodman who was in the evidence room. And that's why you thought he looked suspicious. Sir, I entered the evidence room and asked the man to show me his ID card.
Well, that sounds pretty much by the book so far.
That's right, sir. That's what I've been trying to tell you. So you asked Detective Goodman to show his ID card. What did he do? That's the thing. Suddenly he pointed his knife at me.
What?
Sir, I assure you I was as flustered as you are right now. So I whooped and leapt at him. Detective Goodman pointed a knife at him? Do unto to others before they do unto you. My own father's words, sir.
What happened then?
Well, my eyes, sir, everything went white. When I awoke, I was here. Right.
So, Officer Meekins, why was it that they arrested you?
What do you mean, Emma?
Let's look at what we know. Now, Officer Meekins didn't know Detective Goodman, and the victim, whom he met at the scene of the crime, didn't show his ID card.
In other words, we have no way of knowing if the victim was actually really the victim.
And if this body just disappeared from the evidence room, we don't even know if anyone actually died.
That's it, sir. That's what I want to say. I did say something along those lines.
But you still ended up here?
What the heck is that salute? He's just a little special, don't mind him. They told me that it had to be him, sir. On that day, at the time, Detective Goodman was definitely in the evidence room. That's what they said. But you don't remember the events clearly. No, but the videotape is quite clear.
Videotape?
From the security camera. The crime, my crime, the crime I swore to stay about. It's there, it's me, it's on the tape.
And you waited until now to tell us this?
I'm sorry, really sorry, sir. I'll hand over my badge. I don't deserve it. No, thanks. I have my own. Well, I guess we better go check out the crime scene. Finally! Finally! God fucking... Is there something I need to do here that I missed? Do I have to check out the... Can I have the badge? Sure, why not? Yes, rope trap. I inspected everything. I don't know what they want me to do.
Hey, Mr. Wright, look who's standing at the Chief of Detectives' desk.
Police Chief Gaunt. Someone killed this guy. And you're sure this is all? You know what it means if there is anything missing. Sir, I'm sure it's most likely totally perfect. We checked all of his drawers, lockers, garbage cans, bags, coats, pockets, hats, under his seat cushion, behind his computer monitor, inside his personal coffee machine. I see. Well, if anything does turn up, you call me right away. Deal? Yes, sir. We'll scout the place again, sir. Chief Detective looks a little flustered. Righto, my boy. How you been? Swim much? What's this guy's obsession with swimming? Chief Gaunt, reporting for duty, sir. Why are you saluting him? Soundtrack's kind of fire, though. Is Edgeworth going to be okay? Oh, Worthy? Oh, you know, they're doing a little inquiry committee with him. Sounds like an inquisition. Yep, well, they've had no end of trouble with the boy since last year. You mean the incident on Gourd Lake? Doesn't look good having a top prosecutor sit in the defendant's seat, does it? And you got someone else found guilty in that case, right, Righto? Von Karma. A legend he was, undefeated in his 40-year career. But in court, you fixed it so he was caught for forging evidence. Wait, I didn't do anything wrong. He did forge evidence. In any case, the prosecutor's office is in a bit of turmoil, you might say. Why, they do just about anything to restore their reputation. See, like killing people. In hypnotization. I swear, I'm onto something here. I swear. Now, depending on what that inquiry committee decides, it could be bad for Worthy. What? Please, Godot. It's downright odd, I tell you. The detective getting killed on their turf, too, I mean. They're being the prosecutors, I assume. Scientifically speaking, it's impossible. Yes, but that's what the evidence is saying. Goodman was stabbed in 2 locations at the same time. That's what it says. What evidence is this? Now, Righto, I can't give away all our secrets just like that. And this in particular, well, it's a little sensitive, but I can't talk about it. Wasn't expecting much anyway. You know, one thing I hate most of all is hiding stuff. Secrets. Can't stand them. But you know, it's a full-time job just keeping the chief of detectives' trap shut. He was the one you were picking on earlier? You saw that? Whoops. Wonder what it was he wanted the chief of detectives to do. Let's see if we can kind of discreetly ask him. Does it have anything to do with it? I was wondering, could you take a look at this? Through with that stuff, through I say. I'll find a guy who could... Okay. Guy who can't sit still. Does he mean Detective Gumshoe? Either him or the dancing blue badger. I was wondering... Whoops. Whoops. Again? Oh shit, I already did that. Yeah. Damn. Sorry you had to see that. What exactly did Chief of Police want you to do? Well, see over there? That's Goodman's desk. You want me to check it for anything that might be a clue. They took away every last piece of garbage in that trash can. So nothing belonging to Detective Goodman is still here? Of course not. Oh, except for this.
What? You kept something?
Sure, why not? It's not important. Didn't even finish writing it. Lost item report, but it's only half complete.
Lost item? Did Detective Goodman lose something? Date on is February 21st.
Just like the date on the thing. On the note. Yeah. See, I'm so smart. When I'm actually, like, partially aware of what's happening. God fucking damn it. What am I missing? Oh, shit. Actually, I was wondering if I could ask you a favor? Well, I never thought the day would come when Rido asked me for help. I was wondering if we could investigate the evidence room? No. Now, Rido. Actually, I'm sorry. I don't need to investigate after all. Rido, please, do I look like a selfish man? If anyone asked me, sir, can I borrow $50? I'd give them $50, no problem. So go ahead, investigate that room to your heart's content. Knock yourself out. Goes to show, you never know until you ask. And for you, here, you can borrow this.
Hey, this is a detective's ID card, isn't it?
That's a special card for guests, so don't lose it.
Yes, sir. It's an honor.
You just roll along and do your best now. Later, folks. Hooray!
Looks pretty cool on my label, doesn't it? Just think, a real ID.
You seem happy.
Yes, sir. Because, sir, we have to get into the evidence room now, sir.
I think this place is a bad influence on the girl. You and me both, right?
And we have the ID card from Chief Gaunt. Let's just walk in.
It won't open. Huh. The card reader is turned off, see?
What's that security guard thinking?
Howdy, partners. Well, well, what's made my Venus sky so gray? You know, I think I like this guy now. Officer Marshall! Does it have to be him? Nick clearly doesn't, though. What's that why does it have to be him look for? As you may have surmised, this here's my saloon.
We're here to investigate a crime scene.
That card you got there on your chest. That's better than a sheriff's badge on these parts.
Huh?
Well, what you standing there for? Get along, little doggies. The crime scene's awaiting. So card reader's on again. Woohoo! While we're here, I was wondering if we could ask you some questions. Sorry, cowboy, but I got no mind to tangle with your humphrays. You're busy, though. Did I say that? I only said I didn't wish to speak with you. Actually, you said you had no mind to tangle with us. That smell reminds me of Texas.
So, Officer Marshall, you're from Texas?
No, I just saw a special on television the other day. Is this from my baby?
Yeah, Miss Starr.
What's this?
What's wrong?
Filet steak lunch. I see.
I don't see. I wonder what this means.
Alright, Bonbina, you win.
He's willing to talk.
Woohoo!
Officer Marshall, you're in charge of security for the evidence room, right?
Got good eyes. It's an easy job, and I'm grateful for it. Actually, Officer Meekins at the detention center told us. That poor little doggy. Poor guy. Keep getting his name wrong and calling him Meekly. He told us something. He said that when the stabbing occurred, you weren't at your station. Well, maybe I shouldn't be telling you this. But since I got demoted from detective 2 years ago, well, it might not look like it, but I lost my fire for job, you know? No, it definitely looks like it.
So, what were you doing around 5:15 when the murder took place?
Well, I reckon I was galloping down the highway on the back of my steed, Zippy.
Note, he was riding down the highway on his horse named Zippy.
There's no need for people here anyhow. These newfangled machines do a bang-up job of keeping an eye on the place. You mean the security camera system? I don't take to machines much. Kinda like that stewed broccoli they sneak in next to your steak, you know? Crazy.
Miss Starr told us something. She said that you were a detective until 2 years ago.
It was always my dream to be a what now? Wrangler on the scene of the crime. That's all gone now. Like drinking hole in a prairie fire?
You're still investigating the SL9 incident with Miss Starr, aren't you?
That was my case. It's all solved on the record books, but it smells like a bad game of poker. Can't let it go. That's all there is to it.
What kind of case was it, anyway? I've heard the name so many times, but no one tells us exactly what happened.
There are some things you're better off not knowing, Bombino. Anyway, that case is officially dead as of 2 days ago. 2 days ago. The day of our case. And that's right. The evidence transferals. I was talking about the transferals too. I know what maybe 2 of the machines in here do.
Like 2 of them? There must be a dozen.
Like I said, me and machines, well, I like them about as much as I like stewed cauliflower with my steaks. The easiest ones to understand are these here security cameras. Those are the ones that Officer Meekins mentioned. If nothing happens, the tapes are automatically erased every few hours.
And Officer Meekins and Detective Goodman are they on one of those tapes?
I reckon they might be.
You're a security guard and you reckon?
One more thing. When you go into the evidence room, you need an ID card. Thus the card reader by the door. The card reader leaves a record of every ID card that passes through. So this is the ID card record.
Hey, I've seen that somewhere before.
Sorry, I can't show you more than that. I haven't heard whether this is related to the case yet.
Straight, I saw a number on that record just now. I've seen that number before.
Maybe there's some way I can prove that the record is tied to the stabbing. Sorry, but could you explain what the whole transferal thing is about? We keep only evidence from solved cases in this room. They're kept here under presiding detective supervision for 2 years. We can reinvestigate them if it turns out that there was a mistake, see? So what happens to the evidence after 2 years? It goes to sleep forever in the underground vault at the county sheriff's department. That's what we call a transferal. We do it every February. You see now. Transferal is like a funeral for old cases. 2 years after a case is solved, it's closed forever. Dead. But that's not... Oh, wait, no. That is... Okay, never mind. It's just erased forever after 15 years. Never to be reopened again. Never to be reinvestigated. And that happened to SL9 2 days ago.
See this? This is the victim's ID card.
The one that was on the ground in the parking lot.
Number on this is 5842189. Officer Marshall, show us the ID card record again.
See? 777 at 420. Guys, it's funny.
Look, the fourth number. It's a perfect match. It was used at 5:14, right before the stabbing.
What's more, there's only one of them cars in the world.
So, when the incident occurred, Detective Goodman was in the evidence room.
But wait, what did Officer Meekins say? If he had his ID card then, why would he have pointed a knife at Officer Meekins? Because it wasn't actually him. Alright, you win. I guess I can give you this ID card record.
Woohoo!
Maybe I should show this list to other people with IDs here. Woohoo! Yippee! It's quiet. The investigation must be over here.
So this is the evidence room?
Really is kind of like a graveyard. Graveyards are supposed to have grass and trees. This feels more like a morgue.
Nice try, Mr. Wright. You can't scare me.
Ugh! Oh.
Sorry, I thought you were a ghost.
I wouldn't recommend going around smacking ghosts on the head, pal. So, is it true what I heard? Yeah, it's true. So Chief of Police Gaunt will loan anyone $50? Even me? Oh, so that's what you were talking about. Actually, I was put in charge of the investigation for today. Just for today? Boss for a day. But guess what? You got permission from the chief, so now you're boss for a day. Gee, thanks. First of all, you'll want to have this. Oh dear. My headphones. How long have we been? 2 hours. 2 hours. My headphones are gonna fucking die. I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. I need to go. My headphones are fucking dying. My bad, my bad, my bad. Okay, okay, okay. Bye-bye. Tomorrow, my headphones will be charged.